torture you. Take my hand through the flame. I torture.
Hey everyone, Geek Book Reviews here, and we are set to review Star Wars Aftermath by Chuck Wendig. Now, I was a big fan in a way of this book, and I also had flaws in it, but overall, I really enjoyed it. So, there are going to be a few spoilers, so I suggest if you haven't read this yet and you don't want to hear spoilers, you can tune out now. Long enough. Alright, so, I mean, there's not much I can go over. It was a great story. I really enjoyed the rivalry between the Nora and Ray Sloan, and it was really interesting. Even though they didn't really meet much, it was just the rivalry between the Empire and the Rebels, and it's pretty crazy how it shows that there's so much left to do after the war seems to be over. Like, sure, the Emperor and Darth Vader are dead, but there's just still so much left that needs to be done. And it does a really good job explaining that, about, like, it shows a really good job of showing how times would have been after the war, but it really shows you how it's not over yet, and I really like that. I think it's a great idea for a book. Now, obviously, I had, like, ups and downs. There was these few parts where it just felt like the book was going all over the place. Like, you couldn't really, it was really hard to keep up, and, like, it was going back and forth from character to character, and even more, and some parts it was just really hard to keep up with and be able to follow along. But, I mean, that's the only issue that I really had. The ending was awesome. I really enjoyed the excitement and the closure it kind of brought us at the end, and I'm definitely going to buy the next two for sure. So it was good enough for me to buy, definitely far good enough for me to buy the final two in the trilogy of the Aftermath. And overall, it was a really good book, because I finished, it was 410 pages without the, yeah, it was 410 pages. But other than that, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I read it, like, when I was bored, or when I just felt like reading a book, and this is the book I turned to. So, now I gotta figure out which book I'm reading next. I got, like, a few good amount to choose from. But this, I'm really impressed. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. But it feels like really, like, I give it a 6 out of 10, but it feels like it could have been better, I mean, but in total it was really interesting, and it's worthy of like a 6 out of 10, because there's no way it'd be half or below, because like with the ending and just the whole Wedge part, and it was just really interesting. So I applaud Chuck Wendig for writing this book, and it was very intriguing at times, especially when you don't, like, I'm at school and I don't have much to do. Pull this bad boy out. So this was my go-to book, and now I'm done with it, and my final rating is a 6 out of 10. So I'm deciding between which book I want to read next. It's Lords of the Sith, Bloodline, Tarkin, and that's about it. I mean, those are the next 3 on my horizon. I gotta pick between one of them. But other than that, we'll get a video to you out after I read the next book. Thanks. Until next time, Geek Book Reviews out.